My name is Libby McGrath from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
I'm turning on the camera, and I understand from hearing your dad that there have been problems between mom and dad, and you kids get caught in the middle.
Yes.
And what would you like to say about it all?
I don't know, it sucks and it's really hard on my family and my relationships with my family and friends and people around me.
If you had your choice, would it have all never happened?
Yes.
During this, is it true that you expressed the desire to be supportive of your dad and live with your dad?
Yeah.
And did the judge ever talk to you?
No.
And tell me about what you did to try to get the judge's attention.
I wrote a few letters, I think 5 or 6 or 4 or 5, and I had my dad ask him if I could talk to him, and I wrote a couple affidavits, but he just never responded.
Do you have any of your letters here?
Yes.
Would you want to read one for us?
Sure. Should I just start?
Yes, ma'am.
I, Libby McGrath, under oath, state and allege as follows. I have lived with my dad at least half the time in the past year. He also frequently provides me transportation to school, lacrosse, and work, even when I'm not staying at his house. My dad supports me in everything I do. This past year in school, my dad gave me a goal to get all A's and B's, with a reward to motivate me. I ended up getting almost all A's because he supported and encouraged me to do well. I can depend on my dad to be there for me when I need him. I trust him and respect him, and I love him dearly. I love my mom, but she doesn't always support me, and I don't trust her, and I also can't always depend on her emotionally. My dad has supported me financially with everything I need. He has always paid for my phone, and he paid for all my driver's education and permit expenses. He also just recently bought me a laptop computer, so I have everything I need to be successful in my high school years. When I got my final report card this year, the best report card I've ever got, my mom didn't congratulate me and barely acknowledge my good grades. On the other hand, my dad told me he was proud and congratulated me and got me the iPhone he had promised. I don't know how any judge could try and keep me away from my dad. He is honest, supportive, and I am tired of everything my dad, brother, and I have gone through because of the lies that have been told.
Well, that's a pretty strong letter, and the judge didn't even say that he got it or looked at it, huh?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah. How much time do you spend with your dad now?
Half-time.
Half-time?
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, were there times when you weren't allowed to see him at all?
Yes.
How in the world did you feel when that happened?
It was really bad. I was just really sad all the time that I couldn't see him. It was just really hard.
And did your mom explain? What did she say?
She just said that she has no control over it and it's not because of her. It's just what the judge said and she can't change it. And it's for the best and everything.
Have you ever been to court?
No.
No. Since you haven't had a chance to talk to the judge, why don't you look right straight in the camera and tell the judge whatever you'd like to have him know?
My dad is an honest man, and my mom is telling all lies, and I should be able to live with my dad, and he should be able to have custody of me, because it'd be better for me and my brother.
All right. Would you be worried if your mom sees this?
No.
Okay. Does she know how you feel?
Yeah.
And how does your brother handling all this? How old is he?
18.
Okay. Does he still live with you guys when you're with your mom?
Yeah, he still lives with me and my mom, and recently he's been coming over to my dad's half-time for the past 2 weeks, I think. So.
Anything else you can think of I should ask?
How do you think it's affected your brother?
How do you think it's affected your brother?
I think it's really hard on him, especially because he kind of, I guess he was sort of like on my mom's side in a way, and he didn't really believe anything and didn't really know what was going on. But now that he does, it's just really hard on him because he doesn't know what to do, and he's starting to like kind of understand, I guess, but he's just, I don't know. He doesn't really know what to do, I guess.
Okay. Well, you know, one of the things we're doing with this filming is we're filming things that we take to Congress in Washington, D.C.
Mhm.
And we're also providing it to the state legislators in Minnesota and all the other states. But everybody who talks on camera will be shown to the people in the state legislature. But the big thing we're doing is January, we're going to Washington, D.C. and taking this information to them. I think it would be worthwhile for them to hear from a young lady like you what you'd like them to hear from your vantage point about whether they should listen to children. You know, you're just barely still a child, but you're would still be classified as a child. And it seems that the judges, in your case, the judges didn't even listen to you and didn't even respond to letters that you wrote. So, do you think that judges should give children the opportunity to talk and express their opinions?
Yes.
You want to discuss that for a second?
Well, I think the kids kind of know what's better for them at a certain age, because they can understand better and like they're actually like living it and experiencing like what their parents are doing and how they're treating them and everything, while the parents just kind of like go off of what they want and what they like hear and stuff like that. But the kids actually like know what they want because they're like, it's happening to them.
I think that's a great point. You said you thought kids of a certain age. How old do you think you were when you would have been able to make a smart decision about how you felt and what was right?
Probably like 11 or 12.
Okay.
But I mean, it could be different for other people, but I mean, not when they're like young, like little kids, but once they know.
Yeah, I think I heard one state it was 11.
Yeah.
And I know there's other people that say that even at 15, you can't know what's right. What would you say to those people?
They're idiots.
They are idiots, aren't they? I've got, my granddaughter's 10, and I guarantee you, she can handle it. She knows exactly what's going on, and she isn't in this position, fortunately, but, you know, she's very mature for 10, so. Anything else you'd like to say?
No.
Tell me about your dad.
I love him, and he's awesome, and he's a really good dad.
I think he is too. That's a wrap. Thanks.